let's talk about, I want to talk about Truth Be Told. I want to do like a breakdown
of Truth Be Told itself. Just to boy. Alright, cool, let's do this, man.
24 hours, 7 days a week. It's our music. It's what I do. Truth be told, man, I do this for my people. All things big and equal, but opposition is fetal, opposition is futile. And if I wanna make a difference, I better move now. I'm in the system that says 6 this week. Should be 6 feet deep, and if beauty is skin deep, my sisters need to bleach their features. With weak self-esteem, we delete uniqueness.
So let's talk about this. The inception of it. When you first wrote it.
When I first wrote it, like, Truth Be Told is like, it was one of them tracks that took me a long time. Like, people don't know that it takes me ages to write, yeah? Like, if you listen to the lyrics of any of my songs, man, like, I don't kind of do this whole album filler type of thing, innit? Like, or even on a song, line by line filler, you know what I mean? I try and like make sure that every single line that I'm coming with that has some kind of body of weight to it, you know what I mean? And Truth Be Told took me, let's say, about a year to write it, you know what I mean, in its entirety. I remember doing the first verse just as an idea and sending it to PY, who's the producer, and him feeling I'm not too sure, you know what I mean? Like, and then kind of milling over it for a while and doing the other 2 verses, you know, at later points in the year, you know. I'm also one of these people that kind of need to live through situations as well and put it in there. But the song's really just about me just telling the truth about how I feel about industry, really, you know what I mean? Or whatever the idea of industry is and how hip-hop kind of fits into that kind of, you know.
Any lines, quote some lines for the people.
Quotables.
Yeah. There's a lot of quotables in there.
There's a lot, man. I could do the top to bottom, innit? Truth be told, man, I do this for my people. All things being equal, but opposition is fetal, the opposition is futile, and if I want to make a difference, I better move now. Like, basically, I was just in a space of mind thinking that, you know, when I see the reflection of what our people are portrayed as in the media, it's only one, you know, type of thing. And if I wanted to make a difference, like to that kind of setup or that image, then it's up to me to kind of move. I remember having a conversation around the time which I was writing it with Nutty P, who was also a producer on the project, and I was like basically complaining, you know what I mean, about the situation. You know what I mean? I've seen a number of people doing very well, and I wasn't really agreeable with the kind of music that they were putting out. I wasn't agreeable with. I just saw it as the fact that if somebody, you know, in a certain demographic is appealing to the mainstream, and I don't make that kind of music, you know what I mean, with that kind of content, then how would I ever, you know, appeal, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? And I think it was around about the time when Obama was kind of trying to, you know, run for presidency the first time around. That kind of played a part in my thought process at the time. And I remember speaking to Nutty P and having this conversation with him where I was just airing off saying, you know, I might not even want to spit anymore. Like, I might just want to jack this in. Like, I don't see like any progress for somebody that's making the music that I'm making. If I look at the people that are, you know, making the same kind of music that I'm making, with the same kind of content and ideas, not really getting very far, but the people that are making different kind of thing are getting it far. And he just turned around and said to me, you know what, bruv, if you wanna see a change, be the change, you know what I mean? And then that kind of ringed in my ears, you know, like it kind of just like, it's like when somebody turns a light on, when you're in a dark room and somebody just turns a light on, and after that I was just started reading it off, you know what I mean?
The DJ on there, so was that after the track was finished you thought to bring her in, or?
When I wrote the song, I always thought to myself, I want to work with Khadija on this song in particular. Like the way in which I kind of set up the track is that I wanted it to be feeling like a progression. A lot of people ask me why didn't I put Khadija on the whole of it? You know, if you listen to the track, like on the hooks, the first 2 hooks, she's not like so fully on it, but I wanted to seem like a progression, in the way that the track's growing, in the same way that I was growing. Yeah, so it's, you know. But I always wanted to work with Khadija. She's a really hard-working like individual. She's a really hard-working person and artist, man, and really remarkable artist and remarkable singer. So, and we've got history as well in terms of musically, you know, working together. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, my first project that was out there for commercial release, that Khadija was on there.
You have that line, is it, speak about his parents, like, is it that one when you say, you know, I'll do what I love and
I love what I do. You know? Yeah, like, truth be told, man, I do this for my family. Whatever my plans be, they were never plan B. You know what I mean? Like, my mum and dad were never really the best of tag teams, you know what I mean? But they raised a champion, you know what I mean? Like having both my mum and my dad in my life was important in terms of my upbringing, you know what I mean? A lot of the ideals that I hold strong, things that reflect our culture, you know, as Nigerians and stuff like that, like it comes from just having my mum and my dad there. So they're really important to me in my lifetime. The whole project is kind of based on the things that they've kind of handed down to me as ideas and concepts, you know.
If I'm nothing more than ordinary, then I'm nothing less than necessary. Listen, I was born to sing, I need to break it down for you.